Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Drewlik and we're doing PvP. So this is, as you may have guessed, not an infiltration shadow, and don't be discouraged, I just haven't titled this video Concealment Operative, which is what it would be, because I don't want people looking for a good concealment operative and the first video they find off of me is this video, because I fail hard and horribly. And I'm not too sure why I'm even uploading this, but I think there are some funny moments, and yeah, there's going to be some Infiltration Shadow gameplay, so bear with me here. You don't have to, you don't have to have this all the time. The thing is, I wasn't too good with this spec in the first place, and I had about a month of not playing this, and with every spec I need a bit of coming back to it. But because I have never actually mastered this spec or this class, there's nothing I can fall back onto, so what I'm doing right here is probably the worst impression of, playing a game of Star Wars PvP that you could possibly get out of me, maybe behind playing a Juggernaut, because I haven't done that either. Every other class is fine, but this is not good. Also, I've got my PvE loadout, so my interface is PvE, as I'm not killing the guy getting reflected right here, and horribly critted away by the Vengeance. And at this point I'm like, fuck it. If I die, then so be it. I noticed a different change, which is, as I'm just waiting to die right here, right with the back turned to the enemy spawn point, because at this point, frankly, I just don't give a fuck anymore, So I'm just rebinding my keys here, as I'm getting attacked. And I'm like, what? Probably should move away from here. This isn't going to cleanse the dots and continue to rebind my keys, because what actually happened was that in kind of finding the optimal kind of keybinds, some of them are a bit older. So some of my keybinds are from way back then. I was a half clicker when I started the game, which means I had the main rotation on bindings, but had the rest on just clickety click. And bindings have changed over time. So my most recent addition to my bindings is that the vanish is on my F button, not on a weird shift contraption binding. So I had to change that right now, so understandably so, I'm going to change that right while I'm in the middle of enemies, so that's not suicidal or anything, so doing that. And you can see once more me kind of just failing at dealing damage. Like, yeah, I mean, I did kill him, but I wouldn't. I'm sorry for that kind of comment, but that's basically what playing like feels. This spec for me feels like just. Yeah, sorry. I really need to get to describing what I want to express here. So what I want to express is that I am having a very hard time, as I'm having a hard time formulating words for this. Having a very hard time in this experience. So what you can see right now, a very nice reflect, and I just get murdered. To explain what happened is I had the volatile substance onto him and he just reflected, and I have no means of not taking that damage. I mean, I could have rolled, but I'm not familiar with the specs, so forgive me for that one. I can't stop the damage from happening. He's got the dot on him, he's got the volatile substance, so that damage was coming in. So very, very well played from him right there. I don't know what his name was, but very nice reflect that he did right there. He nearly killed me with that, and the only reason he didn't is because he wasn't a 2v1. Like, had that been like a regular 1v1, I would have just been dead, and I don't blame anyone for that, because I'm not good. I'm really not good on this concealment right now. This is the first game in a month on this character at all, and instead of commentating on what I'm doing wrong, which is everything, I could possibly commentate on what this actually means right here. Why is his name not Corpulento anymore? Like, some people know his name was Corpulento. I transferred servers from this guy, so BioWare has opened the floodgates. So 90 Kato coins right now for transfer. So I'm on the Red Eclipse right now with this character. Not changing, with all of my characters, but I am spreading out, and of course I want my legacy with all of my benefits on these servers. So I'm kind of transferring unused characters onto these servers, which is the very explanation why I'm so bad at this character, because he's unused. I just transferred him over here to have a character who can accompany my freshly leveled Infiltration Shadow. So I have, on Republic side here, a nice Infiltration Shadow, which I actually can play, so we should rather dwell into that, because that is going to be a lot better than my failed attempts at dealing damage. Like, look at what am I even doing here? Like, of course I'm stunned and everything, but why am I not mitigating the damage? So now I'm dodging, and yeah, I'm like, what was that? I had everything ready. I had the shield probe, I had the roll, I had medpack. What the fuck is going on? Also, why is this guy only now writing Shadow at Snow? And why do we need all of this information? Like, couldn't he just wrote like one Snow? No, he had to write that it was specifically a Shadow at Snow. There was no other way we would have known that he was in danger. It had to be a Shadow at Snow. So when he was finished with writing that essay, all we could hope for is him not being dead. And yeah, that emplacement not being tapped. So, not too sure about that one. Why you would write, why you would go in such detail. So now I'm kind of, like, oh, I'm so good, I can even chase around that Guardian and I can probably finish him off because I'm so good at what I'm doing. And there's a Shadow who knows what he's doing. And once more, dodging is kind of going in my favor. So I got the non-turning thing onto him, and now I vanished. And I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm not at all cut out for this. I have no idea what I'm doing, and quite frankly, this is horrible. And I just really don't want to see any more of this. You've got the general gist of it. You've got the point. I suck at this. I'm going to come back, with this thing when I'm better at it, and just cut the Shadow. So this is my Infiltration Shadow, of course, once more on Red Eclipse, and to further a bit on the commentary on these, free server transfers, or essentially free because the 90 cartel coin cost is negligible. You really have in the immediate sense something very positive, something we all appreciate, and I really don't know what the aftermath is going to be of this. If we're going to have some very low servers, I think that remains to be seen. I think in the immediate sense it's the right thing to do, and of course the reasoning that BioWare gave for that is utter bullshit. It's not for returning players into the game. It's not for people who want to play with their friends on the right servers. It's it's to address the low population issues, and whatever is going to come from that, we have to see. So into this game, into the arena. We do have a tank and a healer on our side, but this game nonetheless is very interesting because it's quite even. Generally, this is a regular war zone, which just happens to be arena, and in a war zone you have this very varying skill levels. So you can't really give the advantage to anyone here, because if your tank or healer is bad, then 4 damage dealers are just going to steamroll you, and the same thing. If you have a good tank and a good healer, then you're never going to be able to kill anybody if you have the good guard switches and stuff like that. So in a high skill environment, I would definitely give the advantage to the team with the tank and the healer, but anything is possible. So you can see right here we're pressuring the sniper after I pressured the sorcerer a bit. So we do kill very nicely. We do kill the sniper right there. At the beginning, and this is the assassin mitigating all of his damage. He of course is on the madness or hatred spec and is spreading all of his love amongst us, and as we are of course stopping these 2 sorks here from dealing damage, the assassin almost single-handedly does kill the tank and the healer right there. It's just so incredibly much damage that he can deal right there that the tank dies. So kind of well played. Of course the other sorcerer of course was a part of that, as well as my other guy got kicked down. So this is kind of a very bad situation we're finding ourselves in, because I really thought we had this in the bag, as we killed the sniper. We really thought that not much was going to come from that after that. But as as you can see right here, there was something going to come off of that, which is us getting kited, and just once more you can see the incredible might of these self-healing specs and how utterly ridiculous they are. You're not really going to kill anyone if you are playing against a Sork and a who can incidentally heal himself, and a hatred assassin. They are just going to heal them all day, and you can see right here the guy is kind of complaining, kill the fucking sin, and my commentary on this is he was a very good player. I played against him in a previous Warzone. He did a very good job at surviving. I lost almost every 1v1 versus him. Of course, I don't have the full gear, but also you can know that I would have lost it anyway, just because of his hatred advantage. He does have, the mitigation of that is very difficult. While he just needs to mitigate 2 or 3 abilities of mine, and I already lost the game. So really trying to step up my game. So double stunning the sniper right here before I got into entrench. Really should have broken that and got into entrench, because what's happening right now, even though we get kicked down, is that he already is at half HP before he could really deal any damage, as the mitigation of my tank and my healer kicks in. And what happens here is that I'm force lifting. He didn't interrupt that, so we've got around 8 seconds of leeway right here. Nice lenient gameplay where that guy is not going to deal much damage. And once more, the other guy gets kicked down. Very unfortunate, as I do kill the sniper right here. So going onto that guy interrupted his thundering blast, so that there wasn't any more damage going to come in. So what I'm doing generally right here is, apart from taunting everybody, is just stopping these guys from having free cast, stopping them from dealing damage. So second guy did die right after that, and now I'm all onto that assassin, because right now it doesn't matter which one of these targets I attack, so I'm just going to peel for the other guys. And you can see the nice damage coming in there. He's around here somewhere, and this is where he is. Nice assassinate comes in, does die. It was a maul, but I don't know what's that called on the side. I don't know, like spinning super force strike. I don't know, the thing you have to use from behind. I used that to kill him. So got that, and this is the second round won. So you can see right there, 110k damage dealt, 3 killing blows. So I just had to kind of check what was the highest crit right there. Of course, as I said, my gear isn't full, so this is the reasoning behind me not having a higher crit, or maybe a 10k crit in there or something. Because if you had like the full 174 stuff and optimized gear, of course you would have a lot more impact than I have. So next advice from my team is to stay down, because he got kicked down quite a few times, and I can generally agree with that, because they have 4 kicks, so it's a good idea to be down here with 4 kicks. So rather not give them that advantage. But of course, what are they doing? They are staying up there. They are having the iron stamina right here. They just want to stay up there, so they're spamming AoEs and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't think they are going to come down there by will, so maybe we're going to make them come down here by force. So the general idea, what I want to do is just to force sprint in there. We do it 4 speed, kick one down, and then I use my teleport circle to get back down. So what I do is I just get here and I do kick them, and you can see right there the guy was kicked down, or maybe jumped down. I don't know what happened there. So as you know me, I just had to rewatch that. It's incredibly hard to see, but you can see it in the sniper's resolve. I did actually kick him down there. We have to rewatch that if that was utterly useless what I did right there, or if I actually forced the fight to go down here. Of course, we are fighting under the bridge, as I'm once more mass taunting into here to mitigate the damage. Very important, as I'm once more pressuring the assassin. The reason why I'm on the assassin is because he kind of failed, because he used his fourth shroud, and because he used that, I know that he now has no more mitigation. So I all out went onto him, and forced him to vanish right there, and he got finished by the operative, as I'm running behind the sorcerer right now, who are of course kiting me, because that's what they do best. They've got the cloak. No, not gloat. They've got the thing where they just running from sorcerer to sorcerer here. This is painful. This is literally the most painful thing you can have. As once more force speed comes in, and once more I'm just slowed. Oh god. Oh, this is what your life looks like when you're trying to run behind people like this. Fortunately, though, it doesn't last forever. You know, the kiting is strong, but yeah, we are able to get. Oh god, once more. Of course, once more the blind. There's nothing more infuriating than the AoE blinds, the AoE slows, and everything they put out to just to delay you a bit more. But this is, you know, basically, this has been won. The following is an audio-visual representation of what it feels like to play against two sorcerers. So that was a very nice and interesting arena again, I reckon, and yeah, this time a bit on the low end of damage because I didn't actually finish these two people. I just kind of forced the cooldowns in the game before, you know, the operative forced the cooldowns and I finished the people, so that was kind of nice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed all of this, you know, just a bit more, I don't know, I call that low gameplay. But anyways, my name is Drewlik, you've been watching PvP, and as always, have a good one.